Get in.
Damn it, K9, put that away.
Shut up.
You killed a cop.
Shut up.
How did you know about him?
You should have warned me you were coming after me. You broke the rules.
What rules?
You got nothing on me, hombre.
Who's next in the food chain?
I ain't telling you shit. I want my lawyer now.
We're ICS, not police. We can hold you 48 hours with that one.
Who give me in anyway? La chica give me up? Because if it is, that's very stupid of her.
Hey, witness intimidation. There's grounds for arrest right there.
She's busted, she's dead anyway. We don't risk it, not with a puta.
Will they risk it with you?
What do you mean?
How long will they let you live?
That's different, hombre. I'm connected. And a half-inch barrel, flip-up slide. You see it?
Okay, K9, I see him. Where's the rest of them at?
Okay, you walk in through the front door, it's gonna be open. Hey, 2 o'clock sharp. Yes?
Yeah, man, 2 o'clock.
You're gonna need a bigger car, buddy. Or maybe she's being set up.
By who?
Jared?
No, it can't be Jared. I mean, the car bomb was meant for him. Un momento, Rafael. Hace meses que lo sabe.
No debíamos haber confiado en ella.
¿Y ahora qué?
No sé. No sé,
You
necesito...
want me to leave everything? You wanted me to put everything behind me? Everything that I believe in. Everything that I was taught to believe. You know? What would that make me then? What would that make us?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of K&C Biweekly. Today we're joined by Artistic Director of Red Barlo Productions and Canadian actor, Michael Mando.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure for us to have you here today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, growing up, did you have any mentors or role models in the acting industry or theater?
Actually, no. I didn't grow up wanting to be an actor. I
didn't
accidentally
either.
went into acting at like early 20s, mid 20s.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
How did you decide to become an actor? Because,
Oh,
as you
God,
said,
yeah.
it's you didn't want to become an actor.
No, I didn't.
And then here you are.
Yeah.
And on television and film.
Yeah.
With many
and
productions
theater.
under your belt. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you're such a good actor. So,
Oh, thank
so
you.
good job.
I appreciate it. I feel really blessed to do this, and I take it. I know it's a great opportunity, and I don't take it lightly.
So how
I
did
feel
you
very fortunate.
get into acting? What was the accident?
The accident, oh wow. It's actually a pretty long story. I'll try to make it quick. And I had movies. I had The Godfather and Heat, Michael Man's Heat in my hand. And I was about to return it to the Blockbuster in Montreal.
Yeah.
On Côte des Neiges. And I looked at the film and I said, I like these films. I like watching films. And one thing led to another. This person walked by and I didn't know the person, and she told me about the program. She gave me the name of the
Chairman.
Yeah.
chairman, and I
Everything.
went to audition 2 weeks before the program. And long story, but it was like everything was rushed, and I guess serendipity. Everything happened for a reason, and there I was in the program 2 weeks after I had decided.
Yeah.
That you wanted to get into acting.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Stephen Leckie, which is the chairman of the program,
Yes.
Yeah.
A great man.
a great man, a great
Good
friend, a
teacher.
great teacher. Yeah.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be acting. I mean, he was the only person in the room when I auditioned, and he accepted me at a time when he wasn't allowed to, when the college was full.
Oh wow.
And he pulled a few strings. I don't know what he did, but he got me in.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him, if it would have ended there, and I would have never pursued it.
We would have never seen these kind of things that you're working on.
Exactly.
Maybe Red Barlo Productions wouldn't exist.
I
Like,
don't
it's kind of
think so.
scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary and beautiful at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
I feel fortunate. It's crazy how you owe so many. You can always look back, and you owe so many things to so many people.
What would you say was your most challenging role? Because you did a lot of lead roles.
In theater, I think I would say my most cherished role would be Valentine Xavier in Orpheus Descending,
Yeah.
written by Tennessee Williams. I don't know if you know.
No, what?
He
Tell
wrote
us a little bit
Streetcar
about that.
Named Desire.
Oh yes, I've heard of that.
Yeah, he's a fantastic American writer, and I think that was my most fond memory of the theater.
Sticking to the script is very important, especially for with respect to the writer
The
and also to the director.
Yeah.
But what would you
Continuity.
Exactly,
Yeah.
continuity. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer to improvise or strictly sticking to the script?
You always have to respect the writer, right? And you always have to respect the other actors and the director and so forth. But I like when the opportunity arises. I mean, if you're doing classical text or, depending on what
Yeah,
you're
you're
doing,
kinda stuck
you're kind
a
of
little
stuck.
bit,
You don't have a and you
Like
you don't really
Shakespeare.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to improvise. I love Shakespeare the way it goes.
Beautiful.
But what's great about film is that some projects, some directors, depending on the opportunity, you can follow your instinct on the moment, So if you wanted to ad-lib here, if you felt the instinct to say something else, you could, depending on the director. And I like those opportunities because you're truly living in the moment. And, if accidents happen or you get inspired or whatever happens in the moment, you can express yourself. So I think I like the opportunity to be able to do that.
And it can lead to surprises.
Yeah, and I mean sometimes good ones, sometimes bad ones, but that's what's fun about the job is you don't know
What's going to
happen.
Like
And
that
I
could
love
be that one take where between you and your co-star, you actually get that moment, and it's like, wow, I wasn't expecting that,
Yeah,
and look what happened, and that's great.
what you're striving for. I think that unexpected. God knows what happens, and I love that.
Our viewers just saw your demo reel, so, not all of it, but just parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
And could you tell us a little bit about, I'm going to call him the tattoo guy, because personally he's my favorite character.
Yeah,
Okay.
amazing.
So could
Thank you.
could you tell us about how you actually build that character?
You're talking about Marco, the border from
Yes.
the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an MS-13 gang member, which is Mara Salvatrucha. It's an El Salvadorian gang that started in LA, I think.
Okay.
And the first place I started is obviously the script, and then the second place was the research on the gang. They were actually tattooed that way, and
Oh wow, like complete face.
most of them actually
Yeah,
have
wow.
that. Yeah, and did a lot of research on that. Watched a lot of documentaries and whatever I could get my hands on, and then there's the accent that came in, and I think. And anything you can watch on
TV.
yeah, try to stay away from but any documentaries you can watch.
And you
Start
just
there.
like kind of put this all together, and thus the character.
And thus.
What was the makeup process
the
like?
border.
Yeah, the border. Yeah.
The makeup took about 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours,
Wow,
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, it's very long. It's even longer when you're shooting a few days this week and then you have to come back the next week. And the
To
makeup's-
replicate that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and they have to redo it exactly the same way because
Yeah.
of continuity, so they have to match
Your
pictures up.
previous
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, and then in between, the makeup artist. I think her name was Mary. I forgot her. She's fantastic. She was
Yeah.
nominated, I think, for an Emmy.
Oh wow, amazing.
I think it was an Emmy. She's really great. The one who worked on the border, and she has to do other people, in between.
Yeah.
So sometimes you wait
pretty long
So
time.
sometimes she would start me at 11 p.m. till about 2 or 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
and then
wow.
we'd finish the makeup the next morning, so we
Wow.
could shoot on that.
And you
So
were able to sleep with it?
They actually put me in a 4-star hotel and they kept me there.
Oh nice, you're really nice and comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and scaring everybody else in the hotel.
With your face makeup.
yeah, because they think it's real.
No, it was amazing. Like if you
Yeah.
guys can watch the demo reel once again, it's amazing. Like I was amazed. I really
thank
like
you.
it.
She did a great job with the makeup.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And could you tell us about your upcoming projects that are going to come out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
things that you can talk about, of course,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we understand.
There's other than Abyss, there's a few things that are coming up this year. There's an episode I did on King, which Clark Johnson directed. There's Les Blues de Rameville, which is a French TV series directed by Derek Diorio, which was a really fantastic experience shooting up in Sudbury. There's a few two Ubisoft video games.
Oh, okay, some video games. That's exciting. I think some of your viewers who are into video games would love that. So a little voice acting there.
Yeah, they have voice and they do the technology like Avatar.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun. So it's the face, the body, the voice, and you're working in like this sort of space with all these cameras, and that was great.
Yeah,
and
cool.
there's a film that's being released in the festivals right now called Territories.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Worked a lot.
Yeah, you're really busy.
I try to. Thank you. I try to.
You started a production company, Red Barlo Productions.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about how you came up with that name. What was the whole process like?
The process of the company is a kind of a longer story. It started as a theater company, and we kind of merged into film. The name is based on how do I say this? It's based on
Ancient story.
Right. It's based on an ancient story. Let me try to remember. I don't want to fumble over this. It's based on an ancient story of a man who used to live. This is back in the ancient times of a man who used to live under the oppression of tyrants, and he was very unhappy by the way the government, the people, the elite forces were governing the little
People.
society, the village in
people.
which he lived in. And he would form a secret society they would meet in dark corners in the basements and so forth, and they would talk about a plan to go to beyond the sea where there would be a land, an unexplored island, in their mind, beyond the sea where they could create this utopia, this ideal society. And they would meet up and they would build a ship for months and months and months until one day they had the ship ready, they sneaked it out in the middle of the night and they hit the ocean to meet the promised land.
Yeah.
And that ship is called the Red Barlo.
Oh, wow.
That's where it comes from.
Well, that's beautiful. It's
Very
like,
symbolic.
Yeah.
so this year in 2011, what kind of future project do you see Red Barlo Productions creating?
We have to finish Abyss of the Mind,
Okay.
which we're working on in post-production now. And like I said, I think I don't know if we mentioned it, I don't know if it was on camera or not, but the feature film.
Oh, yeah, that you
I
hope to
wanna-
make.
That I hope to make, which is right now we're working on a few scripts, but the one that I'm most attracted to is a gangster
Type of film.
drama. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And I hope that you're going to come back to K&C Biweekly
Yeah.
on K&C Biweekly and
let us know what you're up to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd
and
love to.
Share whatever you can.
We'll try to do a film review if it's
Off
all
Abyss,
yeah,
fine.
Abyss of the Mind,
That would be
yeah.
great. Yeah.
So finally, what kind of message would you give to our viewers who are aspiring to become an actor?
I think, I mean, as an artist, as a person who does something like that for a living, I think you kind of have a responsibility to your viewers. Don't take that position for granted. People are watching, and you owe something to them.
And some people want to be you, so
Yeah,
you better
who
make
knows,
it
you might be
worthwhile.
inspired.
I mean, some people, I don't know about being me, but
Yeah.
some people maybe want to be working as an actor, and it's possible. I mean, anybody can do it. Anybody can do anything.
You just gotta
if you
put your mind to
believe.
it. Yeah.
You put your mind to it, you believe, and you don't give up. And you can do anything you want. I really believe that. I think that's one of the greatest things about being a human being.
Yeah.
Is our potential is a lot greater than...
Then we give ourselves credit for sometimes.
Yeah. I think that would be...
It.
that would be the advice
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
We've come to the end of our interview with Michael Mando.
Yes.
So, if you loved what you saw today and you want to learn more about Michael Mando and his upcoming projects, check out his official website on www.michaelmando.com.
So thank you for watching K&C Biweekly, and see you in our next vlog. Bye.